we're back. This is week 2, day 1, and we're coming to you first with a how it's done 101.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Only took us a week. Okay, so we're gonna get into hip mobility. So I want you guys to think about your hip. It's a ball joint socket and it's moving 360 degrees. So that means you can open it this way, you can cross it over this way, forwards, and then backwards. So the planes of movement, there are 3 planes of movement. We move sideways, we move forward, and we move backwards. So I want you to think about engaging your hip joint when you're designing programs or when you're doing our programs. Pay attention to what plane of movement you're working in. So sideways, forwards, or backwards. There's more technical names for these, but I'm not going to get into that. And we just want to make sure we're going to keep it simple. Maybe in week 4 we'll get into that.
Promises of things to come.
Yeah, so we just want to think about how you're engaging that joint and how you're opening it up and moving it around and kind of lighting it up, as we like to call it, in these movements.
And your movements, when you're moving, they shouldn't be loosey-goosey or flailing around. There should almost be a sense of suctioning your thigh bone up into the hip socket so they feel secure. So your movements come from a place where you're using your muscle rather than momentum.
Now, a lot of ways that we do that, or we will cue it, is like glute engagement. So when we're kind of trying to engage this hip mobility, we're trying to light up the glute to do so.
Light it up.
Light it up. Okay, so yeah, that's hip mobility. We're going to talk more about that as we go on throughout the workouts, but that's kind of like your 101. We're just going to start there.
Okay,
move on.
And that was how it's done 101. Nailed it.
All right, hello Body Rockers, week 2, day 1, and we're coming in hot with cardio day.
Cardio on a Monday!
Wake up. I know you're all sitting there saying, I'm still drinking coffee. Put it down. It's only 25 minutes with a 5-minute warm-up, so get ready, lace up. We're about to hit you with 30-second warm-up, and then we're gonna go into 30 seconds of movement, 20 seconds of rest, cardio style. Some new moves, so take it at your own tempo.
And all you need is your body. That's it. That's all.
Bring yourself.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Okay, let's get the timer
so we're going to
started.
start 30 seconds on. We're just warming up. So this is your chance to kind of slowly get into it.
We're starting with
already
fast
into
speed,
it.
in and out. The timer's going. Not that slow.
Right.
Not that slow. So you want to get your legs moving in and out. Warming up the adductors and abductors, basically inner thighs and outer thighs.
And ankle mobility, especially here. Get those ankles loosened up.
We have a small bend in our knees, and your core is still engaged, even though we're not using it right now, but everything involves your core.
All right,
we're
moving
switch it up to leg shuffles. So basically, we're just hopping our legs back and forth. Tap.
So the stride can be as little or as big as you want.
Talk a little bit about that gait for me.
We're staying up on the ball of our feet for this one. You can touch down on the back, I guess, and come up onto your toe.
And there's a little teeny tiny bend in our knees. We're not locked out. Okay?
That's it. Now we're moving.
Right into bum kicks. So since we're not there to kick your bum, you're going to do it for yourself today. We're going to try to
make
contact with the bum.
Tap. Showed up.
Tap. Tap. Do you hear that slap?
I'm not even going to turn around. I can't confuse that. Keep it up, guys. Another 9 seconds here. Then we're going to slow it down into ice skaters. Again, Tammy has fast tempo. You can always slow it down. This is the warm-up.
Okay, now we're going to ice skaters.
Chance to just wake up your body.
So we're going to hop one leg across the body, tap it down to the ground behind you. And if you have that mobility, reach across your body and just tap on the outside of that foot.
Your reach over.
You can just reach as well.
Might look like this. Might be more of a standing. Then you might find by the end of the 30 seconds,
then
you're coming down.
Okay, so now we're going to do side bends. We're going to kick one foot across the back of the body, reach all the way over, and then let's pick up the tempo a little bit.
So we're opening up that side line.
Think of flaring the rib cage as you
And
reach
you'll
across
notice
the body.
So kicking the leg back and then having that arm come over, we're really opening up that side line. Now, if you can't do that or your balance is off, just kick the leg back and then reach it up.
Okay. Now we're reaching for our toes. Now, if you can't make contact with your toes, that's all right. Just reach for them. That's the intention we're putting out there.
That's it. So it might look like this.
We're gonna get there
Touching the
eventually.
knees.
Knees or toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes.
All right, we're moving on down.
Down to the ground. We're gonna dig your heels into the ground, walk your heels close to your bum, and then push through your heels to lift the pelvis all the way up to the sky. Now hip thrust, you're gonna see this a lot throughout the next 30 some odd days. We really want to focus on activating the glutes at the top, so squeeze your glutes. This warms up the hamstring and the glutes. So nice posterior chain warm up. You never want to feel this in your lower back. How are we for time there, Jess?
There we go, we're coming up.
We're coming on up.
We're gonna work more of the upper body with those windmills.
I'm never coordinated enough for this. I feel like I'm going to take flight. Think I can.
20 seconds left for the warm up. Let's reverse in 2, 1.
Ah, this is when it gets dicey. Woo, watch out, you might get cut.
Chopper.
Chopper. I'm a chopper.
We're about to hear that ding. That's it.
Okay, so now we are going to go into our first exercise of the day, duck walks. For duck walks, you want to sit nice and deep back in that squat. Find your neutral line so your back is straight, and then we're walking forward and
Now
walking
when she
back.
says back is straight, stay there, Tammy. She doesn't mean straight like standing up. She means straight as in like it's all tilting together. So the spine is still stacked even though she's hinged at the hip.
A nice horizontal line. Nice and low. Almost there. We got 10 more seconds here. You can think of getting your tail feathers all the way down on the ground. Last one.
Nice
And come on up. So you got 20-second rest, and then we're going to come all the way down to the ground. I'll demo for you. Into a 4-point hover. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips. We're going to tuck those toes under and hover off the ground. So your back's parallel. Now we're going to step out to the side 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then come all the way back.
So you'll notice that right hand, right foot is moving together, and then left hand, left foot is meeting up with it.
And my back is parallel to the ground the entire time. You're gonna want to let your belly button hang down to the ground. Don't let it hang down. Keep pulling it in and up towards the spine. 8 more seconds.
You'll feel it in your
Everything.
quads, yeah.
Feel it in my eyes. And rest. All right, we should be feeling nice and warm.
So as you'll notice, we're going through one workout or one exercise. We're going to go through the whole thing and then do a second and a third lap. So that's what to expect.
So for our next exercise, we have a lateral shoot through. We're coming back into that 4-point hover. Then we're gonna pivot. Take your leg across the body and kick out. That other hand can reach up towards the sky or pull in towards the chest.
You want to
Then we're
think
gonna
about
switch.
dipping that hip down and staying strong on that stable hand.
Try to tap that bum on the ground. Tap that ass.
It's Monday.
Fun day! And they thought the fun day was a Sunday. Were they wrong? Woo.
Keep it up.
And rest.
That's it.
Great work. What do we got next?
Now we have some hops.
Up
So we're
on our
going on
feet.
up.
I want you to find a marker on your ground. You can put your water bottle down, anything you'd like, and we are gonna hop up and over that marker, okay? You can hop with 1 foot at a time. And let the
Official
other
start.
follow.
Here we go.
Or you can hop with both feet.
And if you're not totally confident, definitely don't put something there that rolls. Just use a line on the floor.
So as we hop up and over, our landing is through a nice flat foot and with a soft bend in your knees, okay? So we're not locking out. Almost there, 8 seconds. Side to side. And nice.
All right.
Okay, one of my favorites.
Yes.
This is one of my favorites. It is the frog squat. Lots of animals today.
It's true.
Okay.
It's a jungle in here.
Woo!
All
So
right,
your elbows are coming to the inside of your knees. Think of pushing outward because you want to keep the knees stacked above the ankles. And we are on as we extend and bend through the knees.
You can even place your hands on the inside of your foot to make sure that those elbows fall on the inside when you're down in the squat. You want to think about driving your tailbone up
And down.
and down.
Back stays nice and flat again. Nice neutral spine. This is actually a great one to stimulate the digestive system and the reproductive organs. FYI. FYI. Be careful what you do tonight.
Or like in an hour.
Okay, we're almost there. 10 seconds.
Depends on what
Ooh, these are silent but deadly. Not so silent. Okay, last one. Up and down.
Nice.
Nicely done. Okay, mountain climbers. Great one for the lower abdominal, okay? So back down on the ground. We're spending a lot of time down here today. Hands below the shoulders. Soft bend in the elbows. If you have any wrist issues and you need to, you can always come up to fisted hands, or you can reach for those 5-pound dumbbells.
You can always come down to elbows too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or hang on to those dumbbells. Okay, we're gonna run our knees in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So we're bringing knees to chest. So you may find, depending on your hip mobility, that you're kind of veering out or coming across this way. We really want to work to come straight up to the chest. There are different variations of mountain climbers, but this one is just a straight mountain climber.
And your gaze should always be down at your hands. Try not to crick your neck to look at us. We'll talk you through it. We'll let you know when to stop. And there's a small bend in my elbows. It's not locked out, especially if you hyperextend through the elbows. This is where we tend to hang out in our ligaments and joints a little bit. So make sure you're mindful when you have that little micro bend. We're going for another 10 seconds.
And watch your stance. Make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders.
Whew. Last 3, 2, and 1. Well done.
All right.
Okay. More animals. More animals.
Bear crawl. So here we go. We're gonna come up in that same position that we did before. And we're gonna come forwards and backwards this time instead of side to side. So notice, well,
Opposite hand.
hand. So right hand, left foot, right, left hand, right foot. That's the way we're moving. And we've officially started. So we're doing 3 up, 3 back. And for the coordination, you might need to move slow on this one.
I want you to imagine that there's a teacup balancing on the base of your spine, okay? Your coffee's in there, don't spill it. Or better yet, a bottle of red wine. You'll be more careful with that. You wanna make sure you're not flip-flopping from side to side, that we have a nice parallel torso to the ceiling, okay?
10 seconds left. Stay here.
Don't drop that one.
If you can't move, just stay here. And at the top of the bear crawl, stay strong.
And rest. Okay.
That's one.
Okay, we have our very last exercise for the cycle, and then we start over. We have flutter kicks, so we can support our lower lumbar by taking your hands to the ground, palms facing down, and extend your legs out. Take your legs into a flutter, or you can be a little bit more erected like Jessie, keeping the chest off the ground, core tight. Yeah, we're going, we're working. We're going. Keep the core nice and engaged, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. The tendencies for the belly to reach up towards the sky. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Point your toes. Point those toes.
Stick it if you can.
We're almost
Move
there.
down to what Tammy's doing.
Flutter, flutter, flutter. We've got 15 more seconds. All right.
So remember, bring belly button to spine. So engage that core, and your breathing's gonna start to get trying.
And rest. Okay.
And you're gonna feel it right here in the hip flexors and at the top of the quad. So don't be shocked, you're still working the right thing.
Try to relax through the hip flexors a little bit and bring your focus to your core. Okay, from the top. Woo! Okay, we got 2 more of those to go. You have another 15 seconds to rest, and then we're gonna hit it again from the duck walks. Do we want to take it up a notch and add a band? You feel like doing it? Do you guys feel like doing it? Let's go under the Christmas tree. Ah, I got the right.
Way easier.
Yes, Okay.
So you gotta be the first one up at Christmas time.
Right? Okay, so we're coming down nice and low. And quack, quack, quack. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Where are you going? You're walking all over.
Ducks don't have any sense of direction, do they? I'm giving them the side view. Keep pushing outward on that band, that core band if you're using it.
So if you have weak knees, always an awesome idea to add a band. Just be careful of the strength of the band. You want to be able to get to the end of the workout.
And don't let that band pull your knees to center.
8 seconds.
Woo! Lord have mercy.
Keep it up. Only round 2, sister. Last one. All right.
Okay, we have that 4-point hover. We're gonna put our band off to the side.
So bear crawl.
I love that.
Side to side.
I love that.
Love it.
I love it. So hands directly below. And here we go.
People to rest. So 13 seconds rest.
I think our timer was off. We missed a rest somewhere. That's okay. And back.
So same applies. Don't spill that wine.
We're gonna earn our lunch today. All right? Earn that lunch. Stop bending the elbows. Do your quick check. Gaze is down at your hands. Elbows are slightly bent. Belly button's up and back. And we have a nice flat tabletop. And breathe. Whew.
That's a good one.
Okay, we're coming back to those lateral shoot-throughs. I feel it.
Quads, yeah.
Yeah, quads and core. 5 seconds, okay?
So lateral shift, the reminder. This, bringing that hip down.
Well, let's go, we're working. Woo. Tap the bum on the ground. If you want to make it a little bit harder, try to keep that entire leg parallel to the ground, okay? If you want to take it up even more, both hands stay on the ground, add in a little bit of oblique work.
Yeah, so this is good for that core. You're using the whole 360. Kick the leg out to the side.
And
Back in.
rest. Woo. I love it. I love it. I'm so sweaty.
I know. It's a good way to start Monday. Last week we started off on strength. You want to ease into it. This time, you're running with cardio.
Let's not easing into it. It's a cardio party on a Monday. Let's go. Up and over. Hop. Hop. Tap, tap, tap. Core tight. Get your arms moving too. You pick your tempo. If we're going too quickly, slow it down. If you think that you can handle more, both legs hop over. Nice soft landing. Don't wake the baby. Tap, 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 and rest. Okay, frog squats, frog squats. Whew. Okay.
Coming down. So using those elbows to push out the knees.
She's gassed. Okay, we're pushing outward on those knees. Try to maintain, we are totally in the fertility pose right now. Try to maintain that placement of the knees over the feet, and let's go.
Speaking of fertility
And down.
pose.
Are you pregnant? Are you? Shit, I thought she was gonna say she was
I
pregnant.
was just gonna say, looking at this pose, I'll probably get pregnant. Look at her.
Jessie has three little ones.
I have 3 girls.
I have 2, a boy and a girl. They call it the $1 million family. I haven't gotten the check yet.
No, they're adorable.
They were in the tub last night, and my son was washing my daughter's hair. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in life.
They still bathe together. They're so adorable.
Only like once a week, they'll be like, "Can we have a double bath?"
Really?
Usually it's a bad idea.
And you have
but-
the biggest bathroom in the
Yeah, I needed it yesterday. Okay, we got carried away. You got a couple extra squats in there, but that's okay.
All right, mountain climbers. When the time says so, we're gonna stack those wrists over the shoulders, hop up into the plank, and then drive those knees in.
Okay, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Let's hold our planks for them.
Hold that plank.
Hold your plank. Okay, you ready? We're moving in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tap, 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 tap.
See your tempo.
Okay, fine. I'll slow it down. I tend to do everything fast. I had babies fast. Okay, so we had this pact. We were supposed to wait to get pregnant at the same time. I couldn't wait. It was an accident.
She missed the bachelorette in Vegas.
Because I was pregnant.
Because she's pregnant.
And I was pregnant at her wedding. I was supposed to wait till after her wedding. Whoops. I was 5 months pregnant in that bridal party.
She had a shotgun baby. I should have had a shotgun wedding.
But I was married. It wasn't shotgun.
Is that the definition? I thought it was just like
shotgun is
surprise.
before. No.
All right, we're done with those. Bear crawl. So, coming up
Shotgun means like you get knocked
before.
out,
Oh, okay, got it.
and then you gotta get married because you're knocked out.
Right. I wonder where that comes from.
Maybe daddy had a shotgun.
Yeah, for sure.
Daddy had a shotgun. That's hilarious. I love how we just both
People at home are probably like, yeah.
yeah, duh.
Ridiculous.
Daddy had a shotgun. Let's go. There's that Beyonce song.
Yes.
Daddy shotgun. How does it go? Can't remember.
Can't remember. You can't ask me to bear crawl and think. Like bear crawl is like super
Daddy's
brain work.
little girl. It was like that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Na 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 na. Daddy made something
Full
out
out
of
of
me. Something like that.
Beyonce would be so ashamed of us.
Why am I so sweaty? There's sweat in my eye. Sweat in my eye. I
It's a
can't see
good thing.
because there's sweat in my eyes.
Do you think
And
we're
rest.
talking about shotguns and doing bear crawls?
I never ever thought that would happen.
Yeah.
Shotguns and bear crawls.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get into our last
And having
flutter
babies.
kick.
Here we
Flip
go.
it over.
Flutter
Again.
kick. What are you doing
Go
this
down
time?
to the ground.
To the ground. Okay, I'll stay up for you.
If you have lower back
Keep
pain,
at home.
you want to be down nice and low. Okay, we ready? I can't see. I actually can't see.
We're ready in 5, 4,
I can't see.
3, 2. Here we go.
There's so much sweat in my eyes.
Sweat, makeup,
I love it.
lights,
Camera.
Action.
Okay, flutter, flutter, flutter. So if you have lower back issues, supporting the lower lumbar with palms facing down is a great way to ensure that your back isn't pushing into the ground, okay? So that lower back, ideally, you don't want
6
it
seconds.
pushed into the ground. You want to keep your core tight, neutral spine. So we're
All
not
right.
popping those rib cages up.
You guys made it. Round 2. Hopefully you've gotten this far.
Towel boy.
Keep it up. We have one more. One more.
Gonna mask.
Do one of these. One more round.
Everything's where it should be.
So, important thing, don't give up. If you're like, man, that's enough for the day, I'm a beginner, like I'm fully not doing this third set, they're advanced, like screw them, I'm going to have my coffee.
I challenge you to stick
I challenge
with us.
you, just stay with us. Don't walk away, just do what you can. If you can do 5, do 5. It's all about the habits. Bands?
Habit forming, right? So it takes about, I think it was 17 days, 18
18
days.
minimum, 21 is
Yes, to form a habit.
Better.
Stick with us, okay? I actually wrote a post about this yesterday. Let's go.
that's what I know.
I did. So habits, sometimes you have to start the action before the motivation kicks in, okay? So that means you might not want to do it. You might be kicking and screaming and whining, but just do it.
That's right.
I promise you'll be happy that you did. Okay?
Like whoever said, I wish I didn't do that workout. Literally, I don't think one person, unless they like had an injury or something.
Then I'm
Injuries
pretty sure.
aside,
Injuries aside.
so stick it here, guys. You're gonna wanna drop your knees in. You're gonna wanna bring that tailbone up. Stay
Chest
down
is
if you
still
can.
raised.
But if you're one of those people who are gonna walk away, just do what you can. No bands. Just walk with us, talk with us. Last one. Nice.
Woo! All right. All right.
Booty gains.
Okay, we're coming down to the ground for that 4-point hover with lateral walk. It's like getting a wet bathing suit off sometimes. Yeah?
That's the worst. Only thing worse than a wet bathing suit is a wet sports bra.
Wet sports bras?
God.
Oh my God, how many of us have gotten stuck in this position?
How? Somebody, I don't even care who it is. Stranger,
Somebody, anybody.
come help. It's like panic sets in like never before. I'm never gonna be able to get this off my head.
It's motivation for making sure your sports bra is the right size.
And this is the thing, I swear men design sports bras. Because they have them super tight because that's what we need, a lot of us anyway. And then they don't add the clips. Like, who designed this?
Not a woman. No one
no.
with cleave. Okay. Woo! Okay.
Woo, feel those
Feeling
quads.
it. Soften in those elbows. Do not give up. And rest.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's your last bear call for the day.
We can kick those away.
Woo. I shouldn't be doing gun actions. We're supposed to be getting away. We're just killing the workout. That's all we're doing.
Killing it. The workout, that is. Okay.
Shoot through.
Lateral shoot through. Hands below the shoulders. And pivot.
Oh, I'm going to go with you so we don't kick each other.
Tap.
So pick it up if you can here. Bring that hip down. Keeping that leg off the floor if you can. Leading with the heel.
Tap, tap, tap.
Woo. Stay here.
Almost there.
You guys got this. 10 seconds, slow it down, don't give up. Or speed it up.
You do you. And rest. Oh, well done.
Nice one.
Okay, we're gonna come up to our feet for our last lateral hop. Okay?
So, I'm feeling it a lot in my quads. When the lactic acid starts to build up, you're gonna start to get a bit shaky. So if you had something there that you can trip on, maybe take it away for the third set. Right? I feel like that, no?
Yeah, it can happen.
Totally.
Usually that shaking happens when you work muscles that we haven't in that particular way. So if we're hitting something differently for the first time for you, you might get that shaky, shaky. Tap, tap. Running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand.
Trying to get away.
Into the night, and then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground and then we say,
no.
come on, Tiffany.
I feel like I'm gonna have to take acting classes. I'm gonna keep working out with you.
Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay.
Woo! Okay, halfway through. Last lap. So if you've made it this far, you're with us. You're sticking to the end, sorry. No turning around now.
Did you see the splatter?
Frog spots.
Oh, Jesus. Frog spots. Here we go.
I like these.
Okay, come on. We can do this.
Can't look at her.
Yes,
come
you can.
forward. No,
Do it.
not allowed.
What? The
I might
fertility
get
pose?
pregnant.
Look at me. You make good babies. Let's move.
No,
She's really good
she's
at making babies.
sabotaging me.
They are the most beautiful little things. They're like little fairies.
Little fairies, that's what they
Little
look like.
pixies.
And then
They do
when
look
people
like
meet
little
them, they're
fairies.
like, oh, I didn't think your one kid would be drop kicking the other kid. I just didn't picture it. They look like
Fairies
fairies.
don't do that.
They're wild animals, I'll tell you.
Up and
Disguised
down.
as fairies.
They're beautiful. Beautiful. You make good babies. Look this way. Look.
Right?
Look at the fertility pose. Look at the fertility pose. Implants in embryo. And rest.
Hopefully you're not tuning in right at this moment. It's not a fertility class.
But this is how you get pregnant.
Have your friend get down.
Into the fertility pose. Okay, hands below the shoulders, soften in the elbows. Now, we're moving pretty quickly, admittedly. If you need to slow down the tempo again, do you, okay? And we are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. I'll try to slow it down for you today.
Oh, look at that, me too.
We probably need it as well. Like you can actually see the sweat pooling on my nose. That means we're doing it right. This is real. This is real.
It's real. Can't fake that.
I'm sure you could fake sweat, but we're not
We
faking
didn't have
it.
a cut for makeup. We're going straight through here.
Almost there. 10 more seconds.
Breathe. Keep it up.
2,
Drive.
and 1.
Woo. All right.
All right, what do we
2
got
more.
next?
Now we have bear crawl. So getting back down. Ready? Lock it in.
5
So
seconds.
that's right. We're up on our toes again.
Let your heart
And we're
rate come
moving
down a little bit.
forward, backwards. I'm going to start back. You want to start back? 5 in the middle.
Oh,
Motivation.
We're meeting in the middle.
Motivation Nation.
Let me be your motive. I have a song for everything. I'm like just sound bites.
You are sound bites.
Okay, let's go.
Tammy, sound bites. Boom. That was terrible.
That was a real failed attempt.
You're going low? I need to practice this. Okay, low on this one.
Let's call out the arms. Right
Watch
arm.
that wine on your back. This is horrible. Effing horrible.
Epic fail.
We're not doing that anymore.
I give up. Boom. Only took us 20 tries. And one more. Come together. Boom.
Last one.
Okay. Flutter kicks for the win. Flip
For
it
the
over.
win.
Get down low. What are you doing?
Stay up with me this time.
Stay up with you. All right. I'll do it.
There's nothing like
can't
pressure
not do
on
it.
camera.
Right? Okay. Shoulders back. Do not round them forward. No turtle shells here. Proud chest. Okay? Proud chest. Show me what you got. Let's get those legs up. 3, 2, 1.
So right from the beginning, make sure that belly button is drawing into the spine, or another cue is to bring your rib cage towards your pelvis or your hips.
Yeah, you're shortening that space between those lower floating ribs and those 2 front hip bones.
If you're somewhere between lying down and you wanted to get up a little bit, you can always bend your knees,
Or you can come down to your forearms.
make it a little bit easier, or down to your forearms.
10 seconds.
We got this.
3, 2, 2.
Day 1.
Oh,
Finito. So proud of you guys.
You did
I know
it.
you stuck with us. And if you didn't, you can stop and play again later.
I promise you, you
Pick up
won't
where
be
you left
sorry you
off.
did. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise, I promise, I promise. So we're on day 4. Okay? Slowly but surely.
No, we're on day.
We're on day 5.
On day 5.
Jesus, see how
Going
quick
by
that
so
was?
fast.
Slowly but surely, you'll start to feel stronger and more energy in these movements. You'll start to feel your agility build up. You'll start to feel excited to work out when you start seeing those little curves forming in the mirror.
Right.
Just stick with it.
It does
okay?
creep up on you.
It does. And then one
It
day,
does.
you're addicted.
Yeah.
And if you can't work out, it's like
Yeah.
it's like
true.
withdrawals.
You're like, I worked so hard for those lines and now they're disappearing. I'm getting back at it.
Plus, like,
And
I know it sounds silly. I always say earn that lunch, but I like to eat.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm a foodie.
Totally.
Like, I love to eat.
Yeah.
So if this allows me to eat what I want later, I'm gonna do it every day.
Yeah.
Every
And it's
single
not
day.
a long time. It's like half an hour.
And look at
Like
us.
you're worth that for sure.
Yeah.
And
look
yeah,
at us.
we've been doing this a long time and you still see the sweat dripping. So it never gets easy and that's the way it should be.
Yes, and if it does get easy, you need to add a band, pick up the tempo,
Yeah.
hit play a second time on the video. It shouldn't be easy. It should always be a little bit of a challenge, okay? See you tomorrow.
Bye guys. Show up.